Hello there, and welcome to the Sleepy Science. I am so glad you found your way here. You've got nothing to do but rest. Let your mind relax, your breathing slow, and your body grow light as if gravity itself has softened. Close your eyes and allow the gentle current of these words to carry you. If these calm, curious explorations help you unwind or give you a quiet way to end your day, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It helps others find their way here too. Tonight, we aren't just drifting through space. We are embarking on a journey of profound solitude and discovery, tracing the path of two intrepid little boats launched from our shores in the summer of 1977. They carried no return tickets, their destination eternity. We will follow the Voyagers, those golden messengers, as they venture beyond the familiar, revisiting the 100 wonders they unveiled in the deepening dark. Imagine yourself floating alongside one of them now, a silent companion to its cosmic voyage. See its golden antenna gleaming softly under the distant starlight, an ancient beacon still whispering across the void. Behind us, our sun, once a blazing star, has begun to shrink, becoming just another brilliant point in the vast velvet tapestry of night. Ahead, the unknown beckons, a silent promise of wonders yet to unfold. Our journey begins not with what the Voyagers would discover, but with what they carried, a precious, golden cargo. Bolted to the side of each spacecraft, gleaming softly in the sunlight that still reached them, was a 12-inch gold-plated copper disc, a time capsule destined for the stars. This was the golden record, a message to any intelligent life they might encounter across the vast cosmic ocean. Within its grooves, frozen in the eternal silence of space, were the sounds of Earth, a gentle symphony of life and love, carefully selected to represent our blue planet. You could hear the whisper of rain falling on leaves, the rhythmic thrum of a human heartbeat, and the soft, tender sound of a mother kissing her child. There were greetings in 55 different languages, a mosaic of human voices reaching out across the void, and woven through it all, the timeless melodies of Bach, a universal language of harmony. This wasn't merely a record, it was a testament to our existence, a fleeting echo of humanity cast into the deep, designed to last for 1 billion years, fide longer than Earth itself has existed in its current form side. It spins silently now, a golden sphere carrying the memory of rain and song. The sounds within it are preserved in a perfect vacuum, untouched by time or decay, in a state of eternal stillness. Imagine those ancient melodies, those tender whispers, encased in absolute quiet, drifting patiently through the interstellar medium. It is a profound, almost dreamlike quiet, a serene lullaby for the cosmos, carrying the gentle rhythm of our world into the boundless, sleeping dark. As the Voyagers journeyed onward, the sun began to dim and the stars grew sharper. Our first grand destination, a colossal jewel in the night, was Jupiter, the Storm King, a gas giant of immense proportions. It greeted our little Voyagers with a breathtaking display of color and motion, a swirling masterpiece painted across the heavens. Before the Voyagers, we had only glimpsed Jupiter's majestic presence. But as they drew closer, they revealed a hidden secret. Jupiter, too, possessed delicate rings, faint whispers of dust and rocks circling its colossal form. These were not the grand, icy arcs of Saturn, but subtle, ethereal bands, a quiet prelude to the wonders that lay closer. And then the Great Red Spot, a colossal storm larger than Earth itself, has been churning for centuries, a permanent eye gazing out from Jupiter's turbulent face. The Voyagers captured its intricate ballet of clouds in stunning detail. Imagine, if you will, looking down upon a living, breathing oil painting, where vast rivers of gas flow and converge, constantly shifting, yet maintaining an ancient, mesmerizing pattern. Bands of amber, ochre, and cream stretch across the planet's surface, each a current of wind moving at incredible speeds, yet appearing from our distant vantage point as a slow, hypnotic dance. These colossal cyclones and anticyclones swirl silently, creating a cosmic kaleidoscope of fluid dynamics. The immense pressures and temperatures within Jupiter's atmosphere orchestrate a perpetual, silent ballet of gases, forming patterns that are both chaotic and profoundly ordered. It is a slow, silent turning, a grand, swirling dreamscape that invites your mind to drift along its currents, finding peace in its ceaseless, beautiful motion. The sheer scale of it all, the quiet power of these ancient storms, can lull the senses, drawing you deeper into a tranquil, cosmic reverie. Leaving the swirling majesty of Jupiter, the Voyagers turned their golden eyes to its retinue of moons, a diverse family orbiting the giant. And here, they delivered some of their most astonishing revelations, turning our understanding of the solar system upside down. First, there was Io, a moon that defied all expectations. Scientists had anticipated a cold, dead world, but what the Voyagers found was a cauldron of fire. Io is the most volcanically active body in our solar system, a restless sphere constantly reshaping itself. The probes captured dramatic images of towering plumes of sulfur and sulfur dioxide, erupting hundreds of kilometers into space, spreading out like vast, ethereal umbrellas against the blackness. Imagine these fiery geysers, silent and majestic, painting fleeting patterns on the vacuum, a constant, fiery breath from a seemingly small world. It is a dance of primal forces, a violent birth and rebirth happening in utter quiet, a raw, untamed energy expressed with cosmic grace. Then there was Europa, a moon of profound mystery and quiet promise. Its surface is a smooth, almost featureless sphere of pure water ice, crisscrossed by long, delicate fractures, like lines etched onto a frozen pond. But it was what lay beneath that truly captured our imagination. The Voyagers hinted at the astonishing possibility of a vast liquid ocean hidden deep beneath that icy shell. Imagine this, a world where the surface is a frozen mirror, reflecting the distant sun, while far below, in the perpetual dark, silent currents stir. A hidden sea, cradled by ice, where water flows in timeless quiet, undisturbed by surface winds or light. It is a place of profound stillness, a deep, dark pool of potential, whispering secrets beneath its frozen veil. This concept of a quiet, hidden ocean, vast and undisturbed, offers a tranquil image for the mind to embrace, a serene depth where thoughts can gently float and find rest. Now, our golden messenger, the Voyager, drifts further still, leaving the turbulent, fiery dance of Jupiter and its moons behind. Ahead, a new celestial monarch awaits, one that truly commands the stage with an unparalleled display of cosmic artistry. Saturn. The approach to this ring giant is a slow unveiling, a gradual reveal of a spectacle so profound, so intricately woven, that it reshapes our understanding of beauty and order in the universe. For centuries, astronomers knew Saturn possessed rings, a grand halo. But what Voyager revealed was not just a few broad bands, but a symphony of countless, shimmering threads. As our craft drew closer, what once appeared as solid, luminous bands began to resolve into an astonishing tapestry. First, in not just hundreds, but tens of thousands of individual, concentric circles, each a delicate ribbon of ice and dust, all orbiting in a breathtaking, silent ballet. It's as if a master artisan had spun a colossal, ephemeral record, each groove etched with unimaginable precision, each line a whisper of cosmic geometry. Imagine yourself floating beside Voyager, your gaze lost in this impossible vista. The rings stretch out before you, wider than the distance between the Earth and the Moon, yet thinner than a sheet of paper in proportion to their span. They are not solid structures, but an ocean of icy fragments, ranging in size from microscopic dust motes to boulders as large as houses, each piece a tiny, glittering shard of ancient starlight. Each fragment, a silent dancer, follows its own precise path, locked into a perpetual, graceful orbit around the gas giant. There is no sound here, no rush of wind, no crashing waves, only the gentle, relentless pull of gravity orchestrating this grand, silent performance. The sheer number of these rings, their perfect, almost impossible concentricity, speaks of an order so fundamental, so deeply ingrained in the fabric of space, that it feels almost sacred. It's a testament to the elegant mathematics of the cosmos, a visual representation of gravitational harmony. As you watch, the light of the distant sun filters through these icy veils, creating ever-shifting patterns of shadow and illumination. The rings glow with a soft, ethereal luminescence, sometimes a brilliant white, sometimes tinged with the faint reflected hues of Saturn's own golden clouds. They are a constant, gentle ebb and flow of light, a slow, mesmerizing shimmer that could lull even the most restless mind into a state of profound peace. And then, amongst this grandeur, Voyager unveiled another marvel, the shepherd moons. These tiny, unassuming satellites, often no larger than a city, drift within the very fabric of the rings themselves. They are the quiet guardians, the unseen choreographers of this cosmic dance. With their subtle gravitational whispers, they gently nudge and guide the countless icy particles, carving out the crisp divisions between the rings, maintaining the delicate order, preventing the chaos that might otherwise ensue. They are like patient shepherds, tending to their flock, ensuring that each icy shard remains within its designated path, preserving the perfect hypnotic circularity. Think of it. A small moon, no more than a speck in this immense system, exerting just enough influence to keep a vast river of ice flowing smoothly. It's a testament to the power of subtle forces, a quiet demonstration of how even the smallest entities can play a crucial role in maintaining cosmic balance. The shepherd moons don't command or shout. They simply exist, their presence alone enough to shape and preserve the intricate beauty around them. Their existence reinforces the feeling of a universe that is not random, but one imbued with a deep, underlying intelligence, a quiet, reassuring order. The repetitive, circular motion of these millions upon millions of icy particles, each in its perfect, unchanging orbit, creates a natural rhythm, a visual hum that resonates deep within. It is the ultimate geometric meditation. Each rotation of Saturn, Each slow turn of the rings is a breath taken by the giant, a gentle, timeless motion. The sheer scale of it, combined with the microscopic precision, is a paradox that soothes the mind. You are witnessing a clockwork universe, not ticking with frantic haste, but turning with a majestic, unhurried grace. As Voyager passed through this majestic realm, it felt like sailing through a vast, silent cathedral, where the architecture is built of light and ice, and the only sound is the imagined whisper of a million tiny particles, each gliding through the dark. The rings are a constant, a symbol of enduring beauty and quiet strength. They remind us that even in the vast emptiness of space, there can be patterns of astonishing symmetry, intricate designs that unfold with a patience measured in eons. This is Saturn's gift, a visual lullaby, a testament to the quiet power of order, inviting you to let your own thoughts settle into a similar peaceful orbit, leaving the dazzling spectacle of Saturn's rings behind. Voyager 1 made a pivotal decision, a deliberate turn into the enigmatic. Its mission profile was adjusted, a trajectory chosen not for speed, but for intimacy with one particular moon, Titan. This wasn't a casual encounter. It was a deep dive into the unknown, a journey towards a world that had, until then, only been a distant, fuzzy orb, a tantalizing whisper in the telescopic gaze. As Voyager 1 approached, the mystery only deepened. Titan revealed itself as a globe unlike any other moon in our solar system. It wasn't the cratered, stark landscape we'd come to expect. Instead, it was an unbroken, featureless sphere, cloaked entirely in a thick, pervasive atmosphere. An atmosphere so dense, so opaque, that not a single surface detail could be discerned. It was a world perpetually veiled, a giant, fuzzy amber, orange marble floating silently in the cold expanse. Imagine the view from Voyager's perspective, a world entirely shrouded, its secrets held captive beneath layers of impenetrable haze. The light from the distant sun struggles to pierce this thick, orange curtain, diffusing into a soft, ethereal glow. There are no sharp shadows, no harsh contrasts, only a gentle, uniform luminescence. It feels like looking into a dream, or watching a memory slowly form, indistinct and beautiful. This inability to see, this profound sense of being hidden, is itself deeply calming. It invites the mind to release the need for clarity, to embrace the soft blur of the unknown. Titan's atmosphere is not like Earth's clear, blue canopy. It is a rich, complex mixture, predominantly nitrogen, but laced with hydrocarbons, fervent, the very building blocks of organic chemistry. These compounds form thick, photochemical smog layers that hang heavy and still, stretching hundreds of kilometers above the moon's surface. It's a world breathing a slow, deliberate breath of orange mist, a quiet exhalation into the vacuum. This dense, unmoving blanket creates an extraordinary sense of stillness, a profound quietude that permeates everything. From our vantage point beside Voyager, we can only gaze at this magnificent, opaque sphere. We know that beneath this endless haze, rivers might flow, lakes might shimmer, and mountains might rise, but they are all hidden, existing only in the realm of hypothesis and imagination. This makes Titan a world of pure potential, a canvas for the mind to paint upon. What lies beneath that orange veil? Perhaps calm, liquid methane seas, reflecting the unseen stars in their dark depths. Perhaps gentle, rolling dunes of organic sand, sculpted by winds we cannot feel. The very act of imagining these hidden landscapes, knowing they are there but forever out of sight, is a powerful invitation to introspection and a release from the demands of the visible world. The color itself is a lullaby. That deep, comforting orange, softened by the haze, evokes a sense of twilight, of warmth held secret, of a world constantly at dusk. It's a color that speaks of ancient fires long since banked, of secrets whispered into the vastness, never to be fully revealed. There's a profound sense of peace in this visual ambiguity. Your eyes have nothing sharp to focus on, no details to strain against. They can simply rest, drifting over the soft, uniform curve of Titan, allowing the mind to unwind into a similar, peaceful blur. Voyager 1's encounter with Titan was a conscious choice to prioritize mystery over clarity. To get a closer look at this unique atmosphere, the probe had to sacrifice the gravitational assist that would have propelled it further along to Uranus and Neptune. It was a path-altering decision, a testament to the allure of the unknown. And as we drift with Voyager, we too are invited to embrace this choice, to let go of the need for answers, and simply bask in the quiet wonder of a world that keeps its secrets so beautifully. This shrouded moon, dreaming its slow, silent dream, offers a profound sense of security. It is a world that protects itself, that holds its essence close and unburdened by external gaze. In its quiet, hazy embrace, you can feel your own mind begin to mirror its stillness, letting the thick, orange mists of your thoughts slowly dissipate, leaving behind only a gentle, peaceful blankness. Titan is a gentle reminder that sometimes the most comforting truths are those that remain unseen, whispered softly behind a veil of cosmic quiet. Our journey continues, a long, quiet drift through the outer reaches of the solar system, where the sun is now a distant, fiercely bright star, no longer the dominant warmth it once was. Voyager 1, after its intimate encounter with Titan, turned its gaze towards the galactic plane, beginning its long, solitary exit from our solar system. But Voyager 2, the intrepid twin, pressed on, a solitary sentinel venturing into realms unseen. Its next destination, Uranus, the enigmatic ice giant, a world that holds itself apart, dreaming on its side. As Voyager 2 approached, Uranus revealed its peculiar nature. Unlike all other planets in our solar system, which spin upright or with a slight tilt, Uranus lies almost completely on its side. It rotates like a colossal, pale blue ball rolling through space, its poles facing where its equator should be. Imagine a sleeping giant stretched out on its side, slowly turning over billions of years, a profound and silent slumber. This unusual orientation alone gives Uranus a unique, almost melancholic grace, a sense of quiet difference in the cosmic dance. And what a sight it is! Uranus is a world of breathtaking, uniform tranquility. From a distance, it appears as a perfectly smooth, featureless orb, a serene, pale blue marble suspended against the deep velvet of space. There are no swirling bands like Jupiter or Saturn, no dramatic storms to scar its pristine surface. Only an unbroken canvas of a subtle, calming cyan, a color that speaks of profound cold and an almost crystalline stillness. It is the color of deep, frozen silence, of peace so absolute it verges on the sublime. This ethereal blue is not merely a surface hue. It is the signature of its atmosphere, primarily hydrogen and helium, but with a significant presence of methane. It is the methane that absorbs the red light from the distant sun, reflecting back the cool, calming blues and greens. This creates a world bathed in an eternal, gentle twilight, a soft, unwavering glow that soothes the eyes and quietens the mind. There is nothing here to stir agitation, no visual noise to disrupt the profound sense of calm. The atmosphere of Uranus is incredibly cold, far colder than anything we experience on Earth. Its cloud tops are frigid, locked in an icy embrace. And yet, despite these extreme temperatures, the planet remains remarkably serene. Voyager 2 detected very few storms, only a handful of faint, wispy clouds like delicate brushstrokes on an immense, still painting. The winds, though present, are not the supersonic torrents of Neptune or the raging cyclones of Jupiter. Here everything moves with a languid, unhurried grace, a slow, gentle circulation that barely disturbs the planet's tranquil Fafnir. Imagine floating above this vast, pale blue sphere. There is a deep, palpable sense of quietude that emanates from it. It is as if the sheer cold has frozen all turmoil, all chaos, into a state of perfect, unchanging peace. The lack of distinguishing features, the absence of any dramatic landmark, becomes its most compelling quality. Your gaze doesn't dart from one point of interest to another. Instead, it simply rests, allowing the uniform color and smooth curve to fill your vision, inviting a state of effortless contemplation. Uranus is a world that has chosen simplicity, a profound minimalism in its cosmic expression. It doesn't roar or thunder, it simply is. Its tilted posture, its unchanging hue, its deep, silent, cold fardie, all contribute to an overwhelming sense of peace. It is a world that exists beyond the hustle and bustle, a celestial recluse content in its own quiet dignity. As Voyager 2 passed by this serene giant, it felt like witnessing a world in a perpetual state of meditation. The distant sun, a mere pinprick of light, casts only the gentlest illumination, softening any potential harshness, deepening the sense of an ancient, dreaming world. This pale blue planet, spinning slowly on its side, invites you to mirror its profound stillness, to let the cool, calming cyan wash over your thoughts, quieting the mind until it, too, finds its own tranquilibrium, ready to drift into the deepest, most peaceful sleep. You drift now, past the serene, featureless blue of Uranus, a world that seems to hold its secrets close, wrapped in a blanket of calm. But as you journey further, one of its moons emerges from the deep, a stark contrast to its parent planet's quiet perfection. This is Miranda, a moon that tells a different story, a tale of cosmic violence and reassembly. From a distance, Miranda appears to be a chaotic jumble, as if it were once shattered into countless pieces, and then by some unseen hand clumsily glued back together. You can almost see the seams, the abrupt transitions between vastly different terrains, smooth plains next to jagged cliffs, ancient craters bordering strange, rectangular regions of compressed ice. It is a world that defies neat categorization, a broken mirror reflecting a tumultuous past. Imagine yourself floating gently above its surface, the light from a distant sun, now a mere bright star casting long shadows across its fractured landscape. The gravity here is incredibly weak, a mere whisper of the pull, you know. If you were to step out, you would not fall so much as drift, a slow, balletic descent. And here, on Miranda, lies one of the most astonishing features in the entire solar system, The Verona Roops. This is not just a cliff, it is a chasm carved into the very heart of the moon, a colossal scar stretching for hundreds of kilometers. Its sheer face rises an astonishing 20 kilometers from the valley floor, a vertical expanse so immense it dwarfs anything on Earth. To put that into perspective, if you stood at the edge of the Grand Canyon, you would be looking down a mere fraction of this height. The Verona Roops is a testament to the raw, untamed forces that shape this moon, a silent monument to ancient impacts and tectonic upheavals. Now, let your mind drift to the edge of that precipice, the highest cliff in our solar system. Imagine stepping off not with a sudden plunge but with a gentle push. In Miranda's weak embrace, you would not plummet. Instead, you would begin a slow, almost dreamlike descent. It would be a fall not of seconds but of minutes. For 12 long minutes you would float, a feather caught in an ethereal current, slowly, softly, descending towards the distant valley floor. Feel the stillness of that fall. No wind, no sound, just the vast, silent expanse of space above and the slowly approaching terrain below. Your body would feel weightless, suspended in a cosmic lullaby. Each passing moment would be a gentle drift, a slow surrender to the moon's faint pull. You would watch the jagged peaks and shadowed troughs slowly grow larger, their details resolving into intricate patterns like a slowly unfolding tapestry. This 12-minute fall is a journey into profound slowness, a metaphor for the quiet descent into sleep. It is the time when the hurried pace of the day dissolves and your thoughts, like that drifting body, begin to lose their urgency, their sharp edges softening. You are not falling into an abyss, but rather into a gentle embrace, a silent, unhurried glide towards rest. The surface of Miranda, so harsh and broken from a distance, now seems to offer a strange, comforting peace in its slowness. Its chaotic beauty becomes a backdrop for your own quiet journey. You are no longer perceiving a violent past, but a present moment of profound stillness. The broken pieces of Miranda find their own harmony in the vast silence, and you, too, find a quiet equilibrium as you drift. Let the image of that long, slow fall soothe your mind. It is a fall without fear, a surrender to the gentle forces of the cosmos. Like the slow descent of a feather, your worries begin to detach, floating away into the dark, leaving behind a lightness, a sense of quiet suspension. You are not rushing, not striving, just gently, patiently, descending into the tranquil depths of your own restful space. The Voyager spacecraft, too, made its fleeting pass, capturing these images, these silent stories of Miranda, before continuing its own long, slow drift into the outer reaches. It did not linger, but in its brief encounter, it unveiled a world unlike any other, a testament to the boundless imagination of the universe itself, where even broken things can hold a unique, compelling beauty. And as you imagine that long descent, let your own mind follow, drifting deeper into the quietude, softer, slower, until you are fully immersed in the gentle current of sleep. You continue your silent journey, leaving the strangely fractured beauty of Miranda behind. The light from the sun, once a brilliant orb, has now diminished to a distant, piercing star, a tiny beacon in the vastness. Here, in the outermost reaches of our planetary neighborhood, a new giant emerges from the velvet blackness of space. This is Neptune, the 8th and final known planet in our solar system, a world of profound, mysterious blue. As you approach, the color of Neptune washes over you, a deep, resonant royal blue, unlike any other shade you have encountered. It is the color of the deepest ocean trenches, of twilight skies at the very edge of night. This isn't the pale, serene blue of Uranus. It is a vibrant, almost electric hue, hinting at powerful forces at play beneath its tranquil surface. The very sight of it invokes a sense of immense depth and quiet power, like gazing into an unfathomable abyss that is both beautiful and calming. Imagine yourself suspended in this deep blue below, the enormous sphere of Neptune filling your view. The light here is faint, a mere memory of the sun's warmth. The sun itself, once the radiant heart of your system, is now just another luminous point, brighter than the rest, but no longer commanding. You are truly at the edge, a sentinel guarding the final frontier before the endless void of interstellar space. Despite its immense distance from the sun, a place where temperatures plunge to extreme lows, Neptune is far from static. It is a world of dynamic, furious activity, a paradox wrapped in an icy blue shroud. As you draw closer, you begin to discern faint bands of clouds swirling like currents in a vast, ethereal ocean. But then, an even more striking feature reveals itself: the Great Dark Spot. Much like Jupiter's famous Great Red Spot, this is a colossal storm, a swirling vortex of unimaginable power. It is an enormous anticyclonic storm, a dark oval eye that could swallow Earth whole. But unlike Jupiter's storm, which is a fiery red, Neptune's appears as a deep, ominous shadow against the planet's brilliant blue, a phantom whirlpool in the planet's frigid atmosphere. And within this tempestuous atmosphere, the winds rage with a ferocity unmatched anywhere else in the solar system. Here, at the farthest reaches, the winds blow at speeds exceeding 2,000 kilometers per h-hour, faster than the speed of sound. Imagine that, supersonic winds, tearing through an atmosphere of hydrogen, helium, and methane, creating a constant, silent roar that echoes only in the mind's ear. Yet, from your vantage point, observing from the silent vacuum of space, these furious winds are utterly soundless. The enormous storm churns and twists, the dark spots slowly migrating across the face of the planet, all in profound, majestic silence. This silent fury is a testament to the raw, untamed energy of the cosmos, a force that operates on scales beyond human comprehension, yet does so with an inherent, awe-inspiring quietude. Let the image of this deep, royal blue wash over you. It is a color that soothes and calms, a color associated with the quiet depths of the ocean and the serene expanse of the night sky. Feel yourself sinking into its tranquil embrace, letting go of the day's anxieties, much like the light of the sun has let go of its dominance here. The faint light, the immense distance, the silent, powerful storm siming. All these elements combine to create an atmosphere of profound peace, a deep-sea stillness that invites your mind to quieten. You are so far from the bustling world, so removed from its demands. Here, at the edge of the solar system, time itself seems to stretch and slow, allowing your thoughts to gently unfurl and drift. The Great Dark Spot, with its silent supersonic winds, becomes a symbol of powerful forces that can exist in perfect stillness. It is a reminder that even in motion there can be deep tranquility. As you gaze upon this distant, blue sentinel, let your own mind become like its atmosphere, vast, deep, and ultimately serene. The faint starlight, the profound blue, the silent winds signed. They all conspire to guide you deeper into a state of restful calm, a quiet surrender to the gentle pull of sleep. The Voyager 2 probe, after its long odyssey, made its final planetary encounter here, capturing these breathtaking images, these silent whispers of Neptune's beauty, before continuing its own solitary voyage into the interstellar void. It was a final, magnificent farewell to the planets, a last glimpse of a world both familiar and utterly alien, before the true darkness began. And in that quiet observation you, too, can find your own path to quietude. As Neptune slowly recedes into the vast, inky blackness behind you, a final, unexpected jewel reveals itself, a last enigmatic surprise before you truly venture into the interstellar deep. This is Triton, Neptune's largest moon, a world that defies expectation and dances to its own peculiar rhythm. Triton is a stark, beautiful sphere, its surface a delicate tapestry of pinks, yellows, and blues, painted with strange fractured patterns of ice. It is a moon unlike any other, not just in its appearance but in its very motion. Triton is the only large moon in our solar system that orbits its parent planet in a retrograde direction. Imagine that, while Neptune spins one way and most of its smaller moons follow suit, Triton moves in the opposite direction. A solitary rebel, an ancient wanderer captured long ago and forced into an eternal backward dance. This retrograde orbit is a silent testament to Triton's violent past, a whisper of a time when it was likely an independent dwarf planet, perhaps from the Kuiper belt, gravitationally snared by Neptune's powerful embrace. Now, it is slowly, inexorably spiraling inward, destined one day to be torn apart by Neptune's tidal forces, its fragments forming a temporary ring system before eventually falling into the giant planet itself. But for now, it continues its serene backward ballet, a lonely hermit in the outer solar system. Let the image of this backward motion settle in your mind. It is a reversal of the expected, a gentle subversion of cosmic order, like a dream where familiar paths lead in unexpected directions. Triton's orbit invites you to embrace the surreal, to let go of conventional expectations and simply drift with the flow, even if that flow is in reverse. There's a profound peace in observing something so fundamentally different, yet so perfectly in harmony with its own unique path. As you draw closer to Triton, its surface reveals even more astonishing secrets. The faint light from the distant sun, now truly just a star among billions, struggles to illuminate its frigid plains. But even in this dimness, you can make out dark smudges, like wisps of smoke rising from the icy terrain. These are not ordinary volcanoes spewing molten rock. These are cryovolcanoes, or ice geysers, a phenomenon so alien and beautiful it borders on the fantastical. Imagine the surface of Triton, a frozen world covered in nitrogen ice. Beneath this crust, pockets of liquid nitrogen, warmed by internal geological activity, build immense pressure. Periodically, this pressure finds a weak point, and a plume of liquid nitrogen, often mixed with dark carbonaceous material, erupts into the vacuum of space. These plumes rise several kilometers high, like silent, black smokestacks on a frozen, alien landscape, before the nitrogen freezes and falls back to the surface as a fine, dark snow. Picture these ethereal fountains, not fiery and destructive, but cold and silent, a gentle, dark exhalation from the moon's interior. These are not the roaring, incandescent eruptions of Io, but quiet, ghostly jets, like silent, dark fountains spraying into the starlit void. The black material within them creates a striking contrast against the pale, icy surface, painting a picture of sublime, otherworldly beauty. This imagery of cold geysers and backward orbits conjures a dreamlike quality, a sense of being in a realm where the rules of your everyday world no longer apply. It is a landscape of quiet wonders, of gentle paradoxes. The black plumes, rising and falling, create a hypnotic rhythm, a visual lullaby in the deep silence of space. Feel yourself enveloped in this surreal beauty, this quiet dance of the unusual. The retrograde orbit of Triton is a reminder that there are many paths, many rhythms, and each holds its own unique race. The silent, cold eruptions of its cryovolcanoes are a testament to the universe's endless capacity for surprise, for creating beauty in the most unexpected forms. As you linger near Triton, the last planetary body visited by Voyager 2, let its unique, backward journey and its silent, cold geysers guide your mind into a state of deep tranquility. The journey has taken you to the very edge of the known solar system, to worlds of fire and ice, of perfect rings and broken landscapes, of silent storms and backward moons. Each discovery has been a step deeper into wonder, and now deeper into rest. The Voyager probes, having sent back these incredible images and data, have long since passed Triton, continuing their solitary, silent drift into the true emptiness between the stars. They carry with them the echoes of these worlds, and the golden record, a silent message in a bottle, destined for an unimaginably distant future. And as they journey, so too do you, drifting softly, peacefully, towards the quiet depths of your own dreams. After decades of looking forward, of chasing the distant giants and charting their rings and moons, there came a quiet moment of reflection. In 1990, a silent command was sent across billions of kilometers of empty space. A whisper carried on radio waves, asking Voyager 1 to turn its gaze backward, one last time. It was a gentle, deliberate maneuver, a slow pirouette in the cosmic ballet, shifting its golden eye away from the endless night ahead and towards the fading light of home. Imagine yourself there floating alongside this lonely emissary. The sun, once a blazing orb filling your sky, is now a distant, brilliant star, one among countless others, though still the brightest. Its light, however, still streamed outward, a long ethereal river flowing past the spacecraft, illuminating the dust and gas it encountered. And within that vast, luminous current, a tiny, almost imperceptible speck appeared. It was a photograph taken from a distance of 6 billion kilometers, an unimaginable span that stretches the very fabric of our understanding. And in that image, captured by the fading light of our own star, was Earth. Not the vibrant blue marble we know from closer views, not the swirling tapestry of clouds and oceans, but something far more profound and humbling. It was a pale blue dot, as it would come to be known, a mere pixel of light suspended in a sunbeam, a mote of dust caught in a ray of light, almost lost in the overwhelming darkness. All the vibrant life, all the bustling cities, all the soaring mountains and deep, silent oceans, compressed into that single fleeting point of light. It was a profound truth. delivered with the quiet impact of a gentle wave receding on a shore. This tiny, fragile world, nestled within a single, faint beam of light, was everything. It was home. And with that image came a voice, a gentle, thoughtful voice from Earth, that of Carl Sagan, who had championed these journeys into the dark. He spoke of that minuscule point, that mote of dust, and in his words the vastness of space seemed to fold in on itself, bringing the unimaginable distances into a deeply personal focus. "Look again at that dot," he urged. "That is here. That is home. That is us. On it everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering. Thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines. Every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam." His words, carried across the emptiness of space and time, remind us of the precious, singular nature of our existence. All the triumphs and tragedies, the whispers of love and the echoes of sorrow, the grand ambitions and the quiet dreams all unfolded upon that one tiny radiant speck. It is a perspective that calms the racing mind, inviting a deep breath, a slow letting go. For in the face of such cosmic scale, the worries that cling to us, the small anxieties that whisper in the quiet hours begin to shrink and soften. They belong to that dust mote, to the swirling currents of life upon its surface. But out here, in the vast, silent sea of space, drifting alongside Voyager, those concerns become as distant and faint as the pale blue dot itself. They recede, like shadows at dawn, leaving behind a profound sense of peace. You are here now, far beyond that tiny world suspended in a quiet void. The gravity of Earth's concerns has loosened its grip. Let your mind drift free, unburdened by the smallness of that distant, beautiful home. There is only the soft hum of the universe, the gentle pull of inertia, and the vast, welcoming dark. Allow the weight of the day to lift, knowing that in this immense expanse, your own quiet space is waiting, a sanctuary of calm. The pale blue dot, a silent memory, faded behind as Voyager continued its long, solitary journey. For decades, it had been sailing within the protective bubble of our sun, a vast magnetic field called the heliosphere, which shields our solar system from the harsher realities of interstellar space. This bubble, shaped like a giant teardrop, is a place where the sun's gentle breath, the solar wind, still holds sway. But even this grand invisible shield has its limits. In 2012, after 35 years of travel, Voyager 1 reached that distant, invisible boundary, the heliopause. It was a silent crossing, a gentle transition from one sea to another, from the familiar currents of our sun's influence to the deep, uncharted waters of the galaxy beyond. Imagine passing through a soft, ethereal curtain, a veil woven from magnetic fields and the faintest whispers of stellar winds. There was no fanfare, no sudden jolt, just a subtle shift in the cosmic environment, a quiet confirmation that the spacecraft had finally, truly left home. What greeted Voyager in this new realm was not the absolute silence one might expect from the void. Instead, it was a sound, or rather, the subtle vibration of the interstellar medium itself. It was the cosmic hum, the gentle, undulating song of interstellar plasma. This plasma, a diffuse soup of charged particles and magnetic fields, fills the vast spaces between stars, a tenuous invisible ocean through which the galaxy drifts. Voyager's instruments, sensitive to these subtle electrical disturbances, began to pick up the faint, rhythmic pulse of this plasma. It wasn't a melody, nor a sharp tone, but a deep, resonant thrum, a continuous, low-frequency oscillation, like the softest, most ancient of whispers. Imagine the sound of a vast, unseen ocean breathing, or the deep, sustained note of a colossal silent bell vibrating just beyond the edge of hearing. It is the sound of the universe itself, not speaking in words, but in a gentle, pervasive vibration that fills the emptiness. This cosmic hum is the ultimate white noise, a sound so fundamental and all-encompassing that it washes over the mind, smoothing away the jagged edges of thought. It is monotonous yet endlessly complex in its simplicity. It has no beginning and no end, no discernible pattern, only a continuous, ethereal presence. It is the sound of the void, not empty but filled with this quiet, ceaseless energy. Allow yourself to listen to this imagined sound now. Feel it resonate deep within you, a low, calming frequency that quiets the inner chatter. It is the sound of absolute peace, a steady, unchanging presence in the boundless dark. This hum is a reminder that even in the deepest, most remote corners of existence, there is a subtle, living energy, a gentle pulse that connects everything. You are drifting within this cosmic hum, enveloped by its ancient song. Let its steady rhythm guide your breathing, slow and deep. Inhale the stillness, exhale any remaining tension. The sound is a cradle rocking you gently in the vastness. It is the sound of not needing to do anything, not needing to be anywhere, just simply existing, suspended in the quiet, vibrant dark. Let it carry you further, deeper, into a profound state of rest. This is the soundtrack of true interstellar peace, a lullaby whispered by the cosmos itself. But even the longest journey, even the most resilient of travelers, must eventually quiet its engines. Voyager, powered by its radioisotope thermoelectric generators, or RTGs, has drawn energy from the slow decay of plutonium for over 45 years. These nuclear batteries, once a vibrant source of power, are now slowly, gently fading. Their warmth, their light, their ability to speak across the void are gradually diminishing, like a distant campfire slowly burning down to embers. One and by one, the instruments on board have been powered down, a deliberate, tender act of preservation to extend the mission's life for as long as possible. The cameras that once captured the swirling storms of Jupiter and the delicate rings of Saturn have long since gone silent. The magnetic field sensors, the plasma wave detectors that picked up the cosmic hum will too eventually fall quiet. Each shutdown is a gentle surrender, a quiet acceptance of the inevitable. Around the 2030s, the final instruments will cease to function. The last faint signals, those barely perceptible whispers traveling across billions of kilometers, will finally fall silent. Voyager will no longer be able to speak to us, nor to listen. It will become a true silent traveler, a ghost ship sailing through the endless night, its mission complete, its voice still. Yet, its journey will be far from over. Carried by the unwavering laws of inertia, Voyager will continue its eternal drift, no longer actively guided, no longer sending back data. It will simply glide, a tiny metallic leaf, caught in the gentle currents of the galaxy. It will carry with it the golden record, precious, gilded time capsule, a silent message from a vibrant world to a universe unknown. This record, designed to endure for 1 billion years or more, will continue its solitary spin, a whisper of Earth's existence, echoing through the vast, silent halls of time. Imagine that enduring journey, the spacecraft, now a relic moving ever onward, past the farthest stars of our own galaxy, perhaps one day even venturing into the intergalactic void. It will drift for billions of years, a span of time so immense it dwarfs the very existence of our sun, our solar system, even the planet Earth itself. It is a journey without destination, without purpose beyond simply being, a testament to the quiet persistence of matter in motion. This eternal, silent drift is a perfect metaphor for the gentle surrender into dreams. No more tasks, no more urgent signals to send or receive. Just the quiet, unending glide through the dark, your own body, your own mind. Now echoes this journey. You are letting go of the need to do, the need to be alert, allowing yourself to be carried by the gentle currents of rest. The sun, at once blazing beacon, has now receded so far that it appears as just another star in the immense tapestry of the night sky, a faint, distant point of light. The planets you once knew, the familiar landmarks of your cosmic neighborhood, are long, long behind you, lost in the immeasurable distances. You are now drifting in the quiet, radiant sea of the galaxy, a small worm within the dark. Like Voyager, you are traveling alone, yet cradled by the vastness, safe and secure in your journey towards dreams. There is nothing left to do, nowhere left to be, except here, now, in this moment of profound peace. The gentle currents of sleep are drawing you in, slowly, softly, like the imperceptible drift of the spacecraft through the silent cosmos. Let your breathing slow, let your thoughts quiet, let your body grow light. You are an integral part of this grand, silent journey, a tiny, precious spark in the immense, welcoming dark. The universe holds you gently, guiding you deeper into the quietude of sleep. I hope you sleep well and dream softly. Good night.